Are we about to see a red wave in November? A lot of people have speculated that it will be a Trump landslide victory. I feel that that's possible, but I also understand that there are really powerful people behind the scenes that we know nothing about that really want Trump out of office. Obviously, we know about a lot of the major players in the limelight, the Hollywood people, the mainstream media, the big tech companies. We know all about that. But there are people behind the scenes that we don't even know anything about that are very much anti-Trump, and they want him gone. So while I hear these numbers and I get really excited as a Trump supporter and as someone that believes that Donald Trump is not only the right choice, he's the only choice that we can make right now, and it's not even close. But let's talk about this latest Rasmussen poll, because this is huge. 31% black support for Trump. Holy hell. If this is the case, Trump will win and win big. 31% for a Republican? Are you kidding me? And I think that it's possible. I really do. The Daily Rasmussen Report polls that tracks black support for the president, Donald Trump, shows the president sitting at 31% as of Thursday, just 5 days before the election. And if you look at this right here, if you look at the trend has moved from 27% all the way up to 31%. We have seen prominent rappers coming out and showing their support for Donald Trump. We saw Lil Wayne come out today. We saw Lil Pump come out just a few days ago. Obviously, Ice Cube has spoken about his interactions with the Trump administration. 50 Cent came out and showed his support for Donald Trump. Kanye West has shown his support, and that's only the public support. It seems like the tide is turning, and it seems like the black community is finally waking up to the nonsense that the mainstream media, Hollywood, big tech, and the Democrats have been using them based simply on identity politics. It says in 2016, according to exit polls, Trump earned just 8% of the black vote compared to 88% for Hillary Clinton. So if Rasmussen is wrong, let's say by a factor of 2, if support from likely black voters ends up just being half of what the pollsters found, just 15 or 16%, Trump would still end up doubling his 2016 share of the black vote, which would mean he won more black support than any modern Republican presidential contender. Bob Dole won 12% of the black vote in 1996, and that was considered a big deal, although he still got drubbed. Rasmussen has been also tracking Trump's job approval with the black Americans and has watched it creep up as high as 46% as recently as last week. While this is an outlier poll, it is not the first one showing increased support for Trump with not only black voters, but also Hispanic voters, and just a lot more numbers right there. But there's a lot of different trends that we can look at. I mean, and this isn't anything, I'm not breaking any news about what I'm going to say here, but it does continue to lend to the trend that I believe that Donald Trump has not lost any support. I believe if you voted for Trump in 2016, generally speaking, I don't believe that you've been swayed by the lies and the propaganda by the mainstream media. I don't believe that at all. I believe that, generally speaking, Donald Trump has not only held his support from 2016, he's increased his support by a wide margin. I look at people, let's look at prominent figures. Look at people like Ben Shapiro. Look at someone like a Tim Pool. Look at Dave Rubin, and so many others. There are these vocal voices that back in 2016, they did not publicly support Donald Trump and they did not vote for him. And now they've come out and they have publicly shown their support. And that just represents some larger voices with big followings. I feel like there's a lot of people that didn't support Trump in 2016 because there was so much uncertainty about him and there was all of this media narrative around him. But as people have seen the job this man has done, and everybody has seen that he's done such a great job, no wars, he's brokered historic peace deals, the economy was booming before the beer bug, which has been completely politicized by the Democrats and the mainstream media. I believe that Trump has earned more support than he did in 2016. That doesn't mean anything when you have the corrupt Democrats, though, and that is the big concern. I do not know what to expect. I don't. But if the black support is up to 30% for Donald J. Trump, where he was only at 8% in 2016, if he's improved that, and like they said, split it in half and just say he's doubled it, because this would be almost triple, this is unbelievable. I mean, this is absolutely unbelievable if this happens. So we're going to continue to follow this. Obviously, 5 days away. It will be crazy. And again, I urge you, in my small little, bubble here that I have, I urge you, if you are on the fence, maybe you don't care either way, if you're a fan of memes, and if you're a fan of good or great comedy, you should vote for Trump, because the meltdown from the mainstream media is going to be one of the most beautiful things we have ever seen. 2016 was amazing. The meltdown, those have lived on for 4 years. But if Trump wins now, after the all-out assault from the mainstream media, Hollywood, and big tech, if he wins this time, the meltdown from 2016 will pale in comparison to what will happen in 2020. So again, I'm hoping for the best. I believe that it's potential that we could see that red wave. We have the potential to have the Trump landslide victory in 2020, but it's not a guarantee by any stretch of the imagination. It is not a guarantee. And this thing is going to be close, and I do believe that, the Democrats are going to pull some bullshit. I really do. I don't trust these people at all. You've seen Hillary Clinton point blank tell Joe Biden, don't concede no matter what. That's their mindset. We've seen voter fraud allegations out there. We've seen things, questionable decisions with ballots and everything like that. So who knows what's going to happen? All I know is I will be voting for Donald Trump, and I will be voting in person, and I have never been prouder of a president than I am of Donald J. Trump, the greatest president of my lifetime. Thank you guys for checking out this video. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.